All right, welcome on in, everyone. My name is Coach Christian, and this is Coach Heather, and we have an amazing Coach Care Connect daily virtual workout coming at you today. We have some supersets that we're going to go through. What you'll need today is a pair of dumbbells or kettlebells, whatever one that you have, kind of a medium rate. We're gonna do some rows and some push presses today. So some decently heavy weights, decently kind of in the middle there. But let's get started with our warm-up, and then we'll tell you a little bit more about that superset as we get into it. So 3 supersets that we have, but we're going to start with that warm-up. First one, Spider-Man with rotation and elbow drop high plank. We're going to start by walking one foot outside of our hand, open it up, follow the hand with the eyes, and then drop your elbow right down to your instep there. 5 reps on that side, then we'll walk the other foot up and do it over there. Good, so open up, you want to rotate the shoulders as you watch that hand. 5 reps done on one side, then we go right over to the other. Good, good. Now, with our warm-up today, we do have some moves that we will demo after our warm-up, so if you're still warming up a little bit as we're finishing up, that's fine. We will get into it today. Perfect. When you are done with your Spider-Man with rotation and elbow drop, we're going inchworm around the world. So standing up, we're going to crawl out to that high plank position, or around the world as we lift each limb up one time, keeping our hips nice and stable, and then we crawl back into our standing position. There's 1, you have 5 of them. Knock them out. Get them done, get that body ready to go for today. Good, good. Now, as you are lifting each limb, you want to keep the hips stable again, so keep the core tight, squeezing it, trying to add stability in there. Good, good. Oh, man, we got some really good stuff today. We're going to alternate between some pushing and pulling. So really good stuff in our supersets. Then we get to our last round. We got some even better stuff as well. Some stuff that's going to challenge the core. It's going to challenge some of the smaller muscle groups in our body. So, fun stuff. Good. Finishing up your inchworm here. Again, this is one you want to take a little bit of time with. Don't want to hurry through it. Want to get a good stretch, get a nice little warm-up, get the body moving. Perfect. When you are done with your 5, though, we are going into our sumo squats. Feet are going to be nice and wide on this one. Drive the knees out, keeping that chest nice and tall. We got 10 reps. Now spend a little time at the bottom here, sink it in, feel that stretch a little bit, keep your balance. Good, good. Tell you what, even as trainers, we go through the same struggle as you guys do all the time. Perfect. Good, driving the knees out right over the toes. When you are done with the 10s, we're going to finish up with our seal jacks. Hands right in the front, we're going to open it up and hop. We have 15 reps there. If you aren't jumping today, we can also open up and step to each side. Good, good. Perfect, perfect. That one's designed to get that heart rate cranked up just a little bit, so hopefully that did that for you. And again, if you are still warming up, that's perfectly fine, but we're going to get into our first superset here. We're going to start with our demo. So 2 exercises here. How it's going to work is 30 seconds to the first one, 30 seconds to the second one, and then you have 30 seconds to rest. We're going to go through that 4 times before we move into our next superset, and you'll have a 1.5 minute rest in between your supersets just so we can demo the next one, and you can also rest and get ready for that next superset. So let's start out with the first one. It's going to be a 2-point double arm row. So 2 hands on this one. Excuse me. So we're going to lean forward a little bit, and then we're going to row on this one. So neutral grip, elbows are going to stay in nice and tight. Lean forward. You can notice how Heather's got almost a straight line from her shoulders down to her heel, right through the hips there. We're going to be there for the 30 seconds. You're working both sides here. We got 4 rounds of it, and then we're going to go right into a goblet kneeling to stand. So goblet position, we're going to start on the knees for this one. You're going to bring that knee through, stand up, and then right back down to the knees. Now, if you are on a super hard surface here and you want to do elevator squats, if you know it's going to hurt the knees or something, that is perfectly fine. An elevator squat is all the way down, halfway up, all the way down, all the way up. So great option there, just in case if you're in a place where it's going to hurt your knees if you're going down and up from the kneel to stand. Perfectly fine to do the elevator squats on that one. But that's going to be our first superset. Again, 30 seconds to the first one, 30 seconds to the second one, 30-second break. We'll go through 4 times, and again, 1.5 minute rest in between until we get to our next superset. So about 20 seconds, grab your weights, and we are going to get started with our first superset here. All right, guys, so we're going to get right into it here. Let's get our stuff set up for our 2-point double arm row here. Remember, again, it's going to be 30 seconds of work with that first one, 30 seconds of your goblet kneel to stand, and then a 30-second break. Now, I'm going to start the timer. We got 10 seconds. All right. So 30 seconds of that 2-point double arm row. Palms together, elbows in tight. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. All right, round 1 of 4 of this first superset. Perfect, perfect. So now, if you have your right leg forward, I'm guessing a lot of you probably do. You know, most people are right-handed, and right-footed kind of comes with that. So remember which foot is forward on this one. We are going to put the other one forward next round. Got about 10 seconds left here. Got our first transition coming up. We got to make them quick, so throw one weight off to the side, and for our goblet kneel to stand in 3, 2, 1, right into it. Here we go. Good, good. Again, either hitting these or the elevator squats, either way works. The goblet kneel to stand is a great way to work some of that hip mobility. Make sure they're nice and mobile as we come down. Another thing to think about is trying not to step back with the same foot each time. Maybe alternate on your goblet kneel to stand here. 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. 30 seconds to rest here. You got 1 round down. We got 3 to go. So let's adjust here if you need to on the 2-point double arm rows. Again, we're going to put that other leg forward, but if you need to go up or down and wait a little bit and you have weights ready to go, you can absolutely do that. But round 2 is going to start here in about 10 seconds. Again, elbows in tight. Let's row those things in. Palms face each other. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Here's our our pulling movement for this superset, and then our goblet kneel to stand is a lower body push. So a lot of the pushing and pulling today. Perfect. Good. Now about halfway through these 2-point rows, 15 seconds. Now anytime you're doing a row like this, if you need to shake those arms out quick and get back to work, you absolutely can. 5 seconds, and we're going right to the kneeling kneel to stand. 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Halfway through, 30 seconds, come on. Good, good. Keeping that chest tall, you lead with the chest because the rest of the body has to follow. Good, good. Taking time, getting quality reps, quality over quantity, especially with all of our supersets today. 10 seconds. Good, good. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. 2 rounds down. We're halfway through our first superset here. Got 2 more to go, and then we'll go through 2 more supersets. So 3 total supersets today. And we are feeling good, feeling good. So going back to our first side for the 2-point double arm row next. Again, that's coming your way in 15 seconds. So if you had your right leg forward in that first round, we're going to go back to that. You got 1 more on each side. Here we go. 7 seconds. So let's start getting set up. And let's crush round number 3, team. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. There we go, pulling it in. Now Heather does a really good job of not moving the chest either, keeping everything nice and stable as she drives those elbows back. And she doesn't just stop when her elbow hits her side, she's getting that full range of motion, pulling her hands all the way into the bottom of the rib cage here. You got about 12 seconds, and then we'll switch to our goblet kneel to stand. Good, good. Front foot is holding all that weight. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Goblet kneel to stand right away. Round number 3. Again, or if you're doing those elevator squats, it's all the way down, halfway up, all the way down, all the way up. Either way works. Biggest thing especially towards the end of these rounds is we're just working, putting in the work, the effort to get closer to where you want to be today. 10 seconds. Couple reps. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, 3 down now. You got 1 more to go. 1 more round of those 2-point double arm rows and goblet kneel to stand. Good, good. Then our second superset, we will have 1.5 minutes after this one, so you got a lot of time to rest, to recover before we get into our next superset. Got 2 new moves, so we'll demo them after this one as well, but we got 10 seconds, so let's start getting set up. Last round of our 2-point double arm rows and goblet kneel to stand. Let's make them our best in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Elbows in tight. We drive back, pull those kettlebells, dumbbells, whatever you're using, right into the bottom of the rib cage, top of the hips. Good, good. This one, working that core a lot too. You get some of that extension work. You're trying to keep that chest nice and tall, so make sure it doesn't fall down on you. 10 seconds. make this last transition our best of the day. Here we go. Goblet kneel to stand in 3, 2, 1. Let's hit it. 30 seconds. Good. Drive through that foot. That foot that comes up first, that's the one you're standing up with. Drive through that heel to get you up to the top. There we go. Fighting for this one. You got your last 15 seconds here. Again, longer break coming. I know your body's feeling it a little bit, but make these last 10 seconds count now, team. Good. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, team. Amazing job. We have 2 new exercises coming at you with the same exact format in round number 2. First one is going to be a push press. Now, for the push press, we want to focus on the lower body. So getting into that front rack position with both of our dumbbells or kettlebells, whatever you're using, dip and drive is going to be the technique for this one. So dip down like you're about to do a vertical jump, drive up, extend, bring the hips forward rapidly to get those dumbbells up over the head here. The shoulders, the arms should be the secondary place where you get force on this one. The legs are doing most of the heavy lifting on that. So there's your push press for this round. Second one's going to be a single leg deadlift. You can use dumbbells or kettlebells for this one, but you only need one of them. So you got 2 on each side. First one, we're going to drop it down. Back heel gets kicked back. You're going to have a soft bend in that bottom knee just so you can feel it in that bottom hamstring. That's what our goal for this one is. And get that full range of motion on this one. So get down there, kick that heel back, nice flat back all the way across to your heel on that one. 30 seconds to go in your rest here, though. So do what you got to do to get ready for this second superset today. Again, 4 rounds. In the first round, let's go whatever side you want for your single leg deadlift. Just remember which side it is, and then we'll alternate with each one. So 15 seconds till we hit our push presses here, team. Again, 30 seconds of push presses, 30 seconds of single leg deadlifts, and 30-second break, 4 rounds. Let's do it. 5 seconds. Push presses for 30 in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good. So dip, drive. Now, reset after each rep as well. A couple different ways that you can do this one. If you're going rapid fire, you can just bring those down right into your next rep. You kind of absorb the force of those dumbbells coming down, and that gets you into the position for your next rep. Or if towards the end you're starting to get a little tired, make sure you reset, get yourself ready to go, and then hit that next rep. Here we go. Single leg deadlifts coming next. In 3, 2, 1. Let's switch. Here we go. Again, you're going to stay on the same side for the full 30. So pick a side, any side. Get right into your work here. Kick that back heel back. Feel that hamstring at the bottom. 15 seconds. Good, good. Little hinge. Working the posterior chain, which is all those big muscles in the back side of your body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Very good. All right, done with that first round. You can kind of feel how it feels with this superset. So get ready for round number 2, just over 20 seconds. Push presses and single leg deadlifts coming in again. Now, just one thing I forgot to mention on the single leg deadlifts, if you are holding the dumbbell in your right hand, we're going to go take it down to your left foot there. So right hand is holding the dumbbells, then your right foot is going back. But here we go. We got 7 seconds till we hit those push presses. Round 2 of them, team. So let's crush it. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Dip, drive up to the top. There we go. Create that power with the lower body. You got to keep the core tight. That's how you transfer some of that force from the lower body all the way up. Good, good. Keep that tight, rigid core. If you don't, it's kind of like a noodle. Then you lose power as you come up to the top. That's not what we're looking for today. 6 seconds, and we're into our single leg deadlifts. Again, going other side in 3, 2, 1. Switch it up. 30 seconds. Good. Now, if this is your non-dominant side, you might not feel quite as comfortable in it. That is perfectly fine. That is where we want you to be today. You got to keep working at it, keep doing those movements because they will feel more and more natural every time that you do it. That's some of our mind-muscle connection. The mind and all the muscles in your body have this connection that we try to foster. We try to, create even more connection there because then that recruits motor neurons and we just do some good things. 2, 1, rest. 30 seconds here. 2 rounds down. You are officially halfway through our workout as we are halfway through our halfway set. So, push press, single leg deadlift. You got 1 more on each side there. 2 more rounds, and then we're into our last superset of the day. Good. Got just over 10 here, so take a couple deep breaths, and let's get into superset 3. Oh, well, superset 2, third round of it though. Here we go. Push presses, 30 seconds in 2, 1, let's go. You're driving up to the top. How excited are you for these push presses? Just hit that next rep, you're like, yes, love it. Good. Driving up, extending, lock it out up at the top, reset. You've got about 12 seconds to go here. I know those legs are feeling it, but that's what you came in today for. A good little challenge, right? Single leg deadlifts coming in 5 seconds. So give me a couple push presses. 3, 2, 1, and switch. We're back to that original side. So if this is your dominant side, you're feeling good. Let's get after it. Good, good. Kicking that back heel back. You always want to be under control during these. So if I were to ask you to just stop at the bottom, you should be able to. It should be something you should be able to at least hold for a second. You might have to struggle with balance a little bit, and that's perfectly fine because you're tired. But again, you are in control of your body today, and I always want you to feel like you are. Good. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, 3 rounds down. You got 30 seconds here. We got one more round of that push press, single leg deadlift coming your way next. Let's make it our best. Again, if you got to adjust weights, do anything like that, make sure we're thinking about it in between our rounds and getting it set up, because that saves us some reps during our round. But here we go. Got a nice little 1.5-minute break after this round as we get that last superset demoed, so you know you got that coming. But let's do it. 5 seconds, push presses for 30. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do them. Last round of these, making them your best. And you should be trying to throw those dumbbells all the way up over your head. If you only need a certain amount of power to get them up to the top, I want you to do more power. More than that. Get them up there faster. Drive those things up. Hopefully your ceiling isn't like super low and you're hitting that. That wouldn't be good. Happens to me in my basement. Good. 7 seconds though, and then we're into the single leg deadlift. So finish, work. 3, 2, 1. Let's switch. Deadlifts to the end here. Let's get them. There we go. And then our last round, we got some good stuff that we will go into. It'll challenge you in completely different ways. Good, good. Think of all that pushing and pulling that we are doing today. Whew. Good. 10 seconds. Knocking them out. Your best reps of the round. You got 2 more good ones in you right here. 3, 2, 1, and done. Very good. 1.5 minutes here to get into our last superset team. We got 2 new moves coming your way. First one is going to be a plank hand walkout. So high plank position here to start. Think of like a rollout. We're going to walk those hands out, getting into a position as far as you can. So as you walk it out, it gets harder and harder with each inch that you go out. Then you're going to come right back in. So everyone's going to be a little bit different on this one. If you're crawling out and you're getting to about your eye level and you need to come back, that's perfectly fine. If you are going all the way out where your hands are all the way up over your head and that is a fine position for you, awesome, amazing, definitely do that. We can also drop it to the knees and it gets a little bit easier. It takes the pressure off that core, so we always have that as an option as well. Second one is going to be a half kneeling press out. So what we're going to do is need a somewhat of a lighter weight on this one. We're going to hold that half kneeling position and then we're going to press out and back in. So nothing too crazy. You want to hold it in that out position just for a half second, just a quick little count before you come back in. Now, you want to stay at shoulder height. If you can't stay at shoulder height, your weight is too heavy. We don't want to go super heavy on this one. You're not going to need a ton of weight with 4 rounds. So you want to hold it out for a second and right back in that half kneeling position. You got 20 seconds here until we get started with that first round of it. Plank hand walkouts to start. Here we go, team. 4 rounds of this last superset, and we are out of here to enjoy the rest of your day. 7 seconds. Plank hand walkouts to start. Let's go get it. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good. Those small walkouts, getting to where you need to be, and then coming right back in. Good. Now, I would rather have you not go quite out as far as you can if you don't need to, just to take that last inch or 2 off. That's going to put you in a good position to hold this for all 4 rounds. I know that we want to challenge ourselves, especially in this first round, but taking it just a little bit easier as we get into it, and then we'll challenge ourselves in round 3 and 4. 3, 2, 1. Let's switch right into that kneeling press out. There we go. Remember which knee you have down, which knee you have up this time. Perfect. Good. I love, if you have a kettlebell for this one, a little bit lighter kettlebell that you can use. I love it because you really got to squeeze those handles on the horns of the kettlebell. Makes it a little bit more challenging. 10 seconds. Good, good. Now remember, we're not in a hurry on this one. Take that second hold. Come back in. 2, 1, rest. All right, 1 round down, 3 more to go. It's a minute at a time. That means you got 3 minutes of work left. That's it. And then we will get you guys out of here after a quick little stretch to enjoy and crush the rest of your day, just like you enjoyed and crushed this workout today, right? Good. All right, about 12 seconds. We got our plank hand walkouts coming in. Again, keep that core tight. If you need to take it from the knees, you can. Readjust after that first round. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good, especially if this is a new movement for you. Maybe you haven't done these before, and that's perfectly fine. I think this is the first time we've done them in our Coach Care Connect daily virtual workouts. So if this is a new move for you, amazing. We're going to challenge you in some different ways, but we got to make sure we're doing it the right way first. So maybe taking some of that range of motion off just to make sure you're doing these moves correctly and your core is ready to go. 5 seconds though. Half kneeling press out coming next in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Remember to try to get that other knee down this time. We're going straight out, right back in. Control, keep that handle or whatever weight you're using about shoulder height. Now, if your weight is super light and you could hold that thing for 10 seconds, maybe throw in a 3-4 second hold. If your weight is super heavy and you can't hold it out there, maybe take out the hold and just come right back in. Just your movement based on your weight here. 3, 2, 1, and done. 2 rounds down, 2 rounds to go. Halfway through our last superset, team. So let's get pumped up for it. Whew. Taking a little break though, grabbing some water, doing what you got to do for these next 20 seconds. 2 more rounds. 2 more. Good, good. You know, hand walkouts are coming next. Getting into that high plank, getting in uncomfortable positions, holding them. If you're having shoulder issues on this one, just limit that range of motion even more. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, round 3. Let's get it. Good. Getting close to the end of this one, team. This is where we pick it up a notch. We push ourselves just a little bit more. Good, good. Now, one thing I love about saying pushing yourself is everyone immediately goes to, I need to increase my range of motion. I need to grab heavier weights, but that is not what you got to do. All I want you to do is focus on what you're doing even more. Get that level of detail and attention that we know you have. Here we go. We're switching though. In 2, 1, let's switch. Half kneeling press out right away. Good, good. Now, this is one of those exercises you can make it challenging even with a super light weight by just squeezing and creating tension in the body, making sure that core is super tight for this one. You want to actively be squeezing your core. If you're not thinking about it, you're not getting all you could out of this exercise right here. 5 seconds. Good. 3, 2, 1, and done. 30 seconds. We got 1 more round, team. Grab some water. Get ready. 1 more round. 1 minute of work. And we'll stretch you and kick you out of here to enjoy the rest of your day again. But here we go. Hand walkouts, half kneeling press outs. 1 more time. Let's finish this one the right way today. 10 seconds. Take a deep breath. Take a couple of them here, team. Let that heart rate come down, and let's get it. Plank hand walkouts last time. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Giving me what you got. It is 1 minute of work, and we are done with this one today, team. So let's fight through it. Let's get after it here. Good, good. Heather's crushing these walkouts today. Going after that range of motion. Getting it, getting it. I love it. You got 10 seconds to go, though. 10 more seconds, then we'll go into the half kneeling press out. Let's see that best rep of your hand walkout today. Get it. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Let's hit our press outs. 30 seconds to go. Your last movement today, team. Come on. There it is. Good. Hold that thing out there. Quick second. Bring it back in. Shoulders stay down away from the ears as well. If we're tired, don't let them crawl up. Let them relax. Let them come back down as we press. 10 seconds. Good. You got these. Best reps of the day right here. Let them burn a little bit. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and done. There we go, team. We're going to hit a quick little stretch, and we will get you guys out of here to enjoy again the rest of your day. Let's start it out with the cat-cow. We're going to bring it on to the hands and knees here. As we're doing this, just breathe for a minute. Good, good. Now, our cat to cow, as you can see Heather here, we're going to arch the back both ways, so creating that little U shape in the back and then bringing it up. We're going the other way. Take some deep breaths, spend some time here, and let that recovery process start right away. Good, so again, bridging up, bridging the other way. Just letting that back, letting it go, letting some of the tension of your workout, just letting it relax and getting your body back to even. Good, good. Last one, hit one more good rep here. Good. And then what I want you to do is take one foot, step it up into your kneeling position. Hands are going to come onto the hips, and we're going to push those hips forward into our couch rocker stretch. So sink it in, come forward. When you get to your end point, hold it for a quick second, and then you can come back. Hit a few reps on both sides there, sink it in, keep that chest nice and tall. Good, good. Now, this is what we're going to do for you guys today. Again, we're going to challenge you to do 3 stretches on your own. So after this, we did a little bit of the spine, we did a little bit of the hips. I want you to take 3 points in your body that are a little bit tighter. Maybe it's your back, maybe you got to do some cross bodies, maybe you got to do some hamstring stretches. Whatever is tight in your body, stretch that out for the next about 5 minutes, and that will put you in a position that starts your recovery process. It gets you ready for your next workout, and just will have you feeling a whole lot better. So thank you guys again for coming on out today. Make sure to knock out a couple more stretches, maybe even stretch throughout your day just to increase some of that recovery that you have. But thank you again for coming on out today. My name is Coach Christian. This is Coach Heather, and we thank you so much for working out with us today, and we will see you next time.